Now to our other top story tonight. Several trusted leaders in our community facing charges related to misconduct with children. A Valrico teacher and a former Tampa police officer arrested on child pornography charges, and a Sarasota deputy arrested for sending an explicit photo to a teen. We start tonight with the officers. 10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido is here. Angie, both of them were arrested today.
Carolina, that's right. Let's start with Tampa. Tampa Police Chief Mary O'Connor says 61-year-old Paul Mumford was arrested this afternoon, charged with 100 counts of child pornography. Mumford was an officer with the department. Now, Mumford joined the force in June of 1986. Chief O'Connor says he served with the sex crimes unit from 2008 to 2009. He retired in September of 2015 and became a reserve force officer or volunteer for the department in October. TPD became aware he was in possession of child porn in December of 2021 when a man found images of children performing sex acts on a hard drive. That's when the department's investigation really started. Detectives found hundreds of illegal images on laptops, cell phones, and hard drives that were found at his homes in both Hillsborough and North Florida.
I can't use any other words other than disappointing, disturbing. You know, it's just shocking, to say the least. I think that the tie between the two, I would hate to take that leap. Let the investigation reveal that.
Now, Chief O'Connor says Mumford was immediately relieved of his duty as a reserve officer on February 15th of this year. It's still uncertain if any of the images in his possession were from the department. They're still trying to figure that out.
Tampa police officer, once part of the sex crimes unit, is in jail tonight after police say he was found with child pornography.
ABC Action News reporter Rochelle Aline was there earlier today as police announced this arrest, and she joins us outside of TPD headquarters with more on this case. Aline? Rochelle?
Yeah, Paul is facing 100 counts of child porn possession. You can see from his booking documentation, those charges just go on and on and on. But tonight there's actually a deeper investigation happening, and that's because at one time he did work in the department's sex crimes unit, and there's some concern that he may have gotten some of the pictures while on the job.
I can't use any other words other than disappointing, disturbing.
That's the reaction from Tampa's new police chief and many others Wednesday after it was announced that a former police sergeant, Paul Mumford, was found with dozens of child porn pictures.
In December, Tampa PD received a tip that Mumford was in possession of child pornographic images.
According to police records, that tip came from someone who said Mumford had given them a hard drive in hopes of recovering some files, and that person told police that while working on the hard drive, they found child porn. Police say their investigation has revealed that Mumford had that child porn on the hard drive, but also on laptops and other devices. TPD tells ABC Action News that Mumford retired from the force in 2015 after 29 years of service, but he had been working as part of their department's reserves unit since then. During Mumford's time on the force, he also worked in the department's sex crimes unit, which is leading to questions about where he got the pornographic pictures from. But at this point, Chief O'Connor says they don't have any information that he got them while on the job.
Back then, when sex crimes detectives worked cases, they were primarily sexual batteries and child abuse cases. The Internet Crimes Against Children unit is fairly new, long after Sergeant Mumford retired and worked in that unit. So I don't even know if he had access to or worked any child pornography cases.
Tampa police say they're now working with other agencies to try and identify the victims in this case. In the meantime, Mumford is being held on a $750,000 bond. In Tampa, Rochelle Aline, ABC Action News.
Paul Mumford faced a Tampa judge, although she couldn't really see him. She did, however, get plenty of FaceTime with his lawyer, who was vigorously defending his client.
They're charging with 100 counts, yes. Right? That's abusive. That's vindictive.
Mumford, a retired Tampa police officer, faces 100 counts of child pornography following his arrest yesterday. After receiving a tip in 2021, police searched Mumford's home and seized his personal devices. Officers say they found dozens of child porn files. Despite that, his lawyer asked for a low bond, arguing the evidence against him is weak. But the judge disagreed.
But we're here on probable cause, and there's probable cause for what came before me. So it's not 3 or 4 counts.
It clearly says that they found some. I agree with that. But it doesn't say what devices they were found on.
But it also says that they found it on multiple devices, and that your client lied to the police and said that he didn't even have internet access.
After a fiery exchange between the two, the judge pointed out a nagging concern she had.
And I don't want to be vindictive because he's a former cop. It gravely concerns me that he might have had access to some of this because of his position as a police officer. But I am going to treat him like I do everybody else that comes in here on these charges.
And with that, bond was set at $500,000. The former police officer never said a word. Gloria Gomez, Fox 13 News.